This is Big Z doing a video, and yeah, what a good few days I've done. So I've been doing some dry fasting, and it's now 36 hours in. So on Sunday, what happened on Sunday? So Sunday I had a meal at, I think when I saw that client. I must have eaten before I saw her. So maybe it was earlier than that. So I may have eaten about 11 o'clock, possibly. Or was it longer? So it's one of these things, you start fasting, you forget when you eat. That's crazy, isn't it? Because normally you wouldn't get that. You'd be very conscious of when you eat because you're eating often. And because it doesn't make me hungry, I don't have to worry about it so much. So I would estimate, that's probably put as a baseline 12 o'clock. I know I had a coffee at around let's see, maybe it was 2, 3 o'clock. So that was the last time it was kind of like the wet fast, that was, I guess, up to that point. And no, I haven't eaten or drunk anything since. First 12 hours, I think there was a bit of a kind of down feeling, and it's kind of like a toxin, really, the emotional toxin that's been leached out of me, and I feel epic. I feel just good. I'm in a good mood, quite relaxed, chilled. You know, the body's saying like we can do some amazing things, and also there's changes going on. You feel like wow, I'm like jogging at the moment. It's because you're burning these extra calories, you don't have the resources. So you're exercising your body internally, and you're coping with certain stresses and mechanisms. And probably not to do is go around telling people, because you say, oh, not unless you really trust them, because they will put you off it because they think you're doing harm. They don't like change. And if someone says you look really thin and you look really good, you can say, yeah, sure, I've been fasting. Then they can kind of think, because they've complimented you already. But if it was reverse, they would say, oh, I thought something looked different about you. They might put a negative in there. So work it how you will, really. I mean, I've still got plenty of fats to burn off. I don't want to damage muscle necessarily, but then I can always exercise to put it back on. And it's usually when you go past 3 days that you might start feeding off your protein for sugars as well. But I think my liver's got plenty of fats around anyway. It's fat resources, so I will see how that goes. And I mean, yesterday was a hot day, and I thought, oh my god, and it was one of these messed up days, and it was April Fool's as well. So I had a meeting with my manager. I had a telephone kind of what was I trying to figure out? I was doing a module. I was doing it over the phone, so I was giving verbal answers to a number of questions that I didn't even know that was asked. It said, okay, I'm just going to ask you this module, and then it was like a list of questions got reeled off about different types of people, how we'd engage with them, communication, person-centered, delivering care in a person-centered way, and all these sorts of things. And so it's like questions, and then how you do with conflicts if they arise, and all these other sorts of things, just thrown out there. It wasn't hard to answer. You just had to put yourself in a situation and think on the spot. That's all. Yeah. So I think I did it well, and it was hot, and it's like in this car it was a sauna, and I did that for half an hour, and then I was rushing off working. So everything went quite well. At the moment I can feel a bit of dryness, but it's like here, it feels like it activates in your thyroid, and I think it starts to cleanse the body, or it starts saying, look, you need to give us some more fluid, and you get your water from your fat, so it's not a big issue. you know, it's fine. There's a lot of fakes. There's some fake people on YouTube. I mean, what they do, there's people that look around for what's popular out on the YouTube, and they do it. They create a video to bump their own videos up. So I saw some skinny guy, and he claims he did like a 5-day dry fast without any sort of like training or anything or practice, because he's hard, he can do that. But what happens is you'll just shock yourself. You know, it's a bit like if you're getting used to cold water, he just jumped into it. He's going to pretend he's not going to want to jump back out of it, and yeah, he just didn't feel genuine. So it's just feeding into his narcissism, I think. So, but I mean, there might be some other people. Some people are skinny and they do it; they get massive results. But you usually look in the face, there'd be something. If the person just looks tired, then maybe not. I mean, I've noticed I can see my neckline. Just waiting for cars to go. There we go. On we go. People say, yeah, your skin looks good, your eyes look good. You know, you look alert, you look alive. A little bit hyper as well. So once I say that moved on, I was just a bit hyper afterwards. I think it was the stress. That's what it probably, the sensitivity to stress is increased. So the stress of having a meeting with a manager, I thought it was going to like say, well, we want you to do more hours, we don't want you to work with this other company, we want you to do this and that. I just thought, oh god, here we go, or just throw negatives up. But it was pretty cool actually. And the MVQ thing was pretty straightforward, no big issues there. So that went well as well. And yeah, so I was just a little hyper. And then there's the other thing, not really brain fog, but I'm sort of throwing out words I probably don't use so much, and they might have dual meanings and things. So it's like, yeah, that's true. And which is quite amusing. But yeah, generally in a good mood. I say by about 12 o'clock I should be hitting the 48 between sort of 12 o'clock, maybe. I'm on a bit of chocolate. Maybe it's longer, you know. Depends how I want to grade my fast. Officially, a dry fast probably about 2 in the afternoon. Actual fasting is probably about 48 hours once we hit. Yeah, once I hit past 12 o'clock, which is great. And just keep going. I mean, I've got an idea. I'd like to drop to 16 stone. I'm about 18 at the moment. So it's a bit of, is it punishment? That's the thing. I mean, body's okay. I mean, it inserted a few things in my dreams as food. Someone tried to give me some food in my dream and stuff. It was a bit unusual. And I just rejected it. And then sort of how I'd reject it as well and deal with it. Because it can be difficult. Somebody might just make you a cup of tea and put it in front of you. Now, one cup of tea is not going to be the end of the world, you know. But you may get a situation where it's kind of like rude to sort of reject something that someone's given you. All these people with their values, and they get so torn up over it. It's like you can't not eat and stuff. So I think you develop part of your discipline. Just keep it to yourself. Like I say, if someone compliments you the way you look, you just say, yeah, I do some intermittent fasting. And you do it at the moment. You can choose to answer them or not. I said, yeah, I've just started about an hour ago. So they don't try to give you loads of cups of tea and food and stuff and cake. Have cake. It'll make you better. And it's all good stuff really. Just keep working at it. Where should I go? I'll go that one. And see what the results are. I'd like to do 5 days. It's not because the week's not too hard this week. See how far I could take it. Definitely could take it to the end of the day anyway, and see what I'm like tomorrow. Anyway, it's just Pigsy signing off, and